Hello and welcome back to Doki Doki Literature Club.
We're back.
We're here. He's
Actually,
queer.
I think it's D8 Chi Literature Club.
Okay, I'm glad we have that figured out.
Yeah.
Well, look at our amazing save.
We're so far. Oh, whoa. We can skip through text we've already read.
Yeah. Yay, let's go. That's you.
Oh. Do you want to do her voice and I'll just do Shrek?
No.
Why do I have to do everything?
You're just doing these two.
Yeah! Yeah, let's go!
At least for now.
Okay. And thus today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. Retweet.
I've never... You say retweet.
Retweet. I dejectedly follow Sayori
Peter.
across the school and upstairs. A section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Peter, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Hey everyone, there's a new member. The new member is here. I told you, don't call me a new member.
Call me gold member.
Hey! I glance around the room.
Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you.
Oh. Hello?
Sayori always says nice things about you.
Seriously? You bought a boy?
Whoa.
Way to kill the atmosphere.
That's sexist.
You wanna be...
Ah! Shrek! What a nice surprise! Welcome to the club.
just like fucking...
Ah.
Hey!
Fred.
Peter.
Every time there's a silence, it just says Peter.
All
Yep.
All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute Peters.
Oh fuck! That just got me on.
What are you looking at?
Oh god.
Should I change that?
You're Peter.
You want to say something? Say it.
Sorry.
Natsuki.
The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is the one I don't recognize. Whose name is apparently Peter. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. Okay. She is also the one who made the cupcakes, according to Peter. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. I literally cannot remember what voice I'm doing. Sayori says Sayori says the quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other Peters. Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yori, the smartest in the club. The smartest in the club.
Don't say things like that.
Yori, Peter, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori or Peter. Or Peter.
Peter.
Ah, well, it's nice to meet both of you. It sounds like you already know Monica, is that right?
Loves you.
That's right.
That's right.
That's right. It's great to see you again, Thrick. Monica smiles sweetly. Monica. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica was probably one of the most popular girls in the class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically, completely out of my Peter league.
Yeah, you're Peter's
My
league.
Peter league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monica. Come sit down, Shrek. We made you room at the table so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes.
Hey, I mean, you're welcome.
Damn,
Should I
lady,
change that?
calm down.
She's not. She's a ferocious ball of annoying.
Sorry, I got a little excited.
Why are they always like,
Yeah, there was like,
Just like arching her back.
like,
Then how about I make some tea as well?
oh. The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Sayori mentioned, it's been widened so that there's one space next to Monica and one space next to Sayori. Full disclosure, I know it's Monica, but I just like saying
Monica.
I just like saying Monica.
I like Monica better.
Natsuki and Yuri walked over to the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs the wrap tray and Yuri opens the closet.
Just get in there.
Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori.
I want to choose.
Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand.
Okay, are you ready?
Oh god.
Ah!
You picked probably the worst one.
Should I change it?
Nope, that's fine.
Is it? Because we have like 5 hours left.
Whoa! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes. Decorated
Fluffy.
to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with Ice King.
Ice King?
The Ice King.
They're drawn with the Ice King. She slayed him last
She
night.
just loves Adventure Time. Little pieces of chocolate were used to make the ears. So cute. I had no idea you were going to be good at baking, Natsuki. Natsuki.
Natsuki.
She's a really bad lisp.
She's literally just Mike Tyson.
Well, you know.
Oh god,
Oh my
it just
God.
turned into Elmo.
That was like Elmo.
She's just gonna be Elmo from now on.
Okay, that's a little better than what you were doing.
Yeah, that was annoying.
Just hurry and take one.
Oh my god, I don't know if that's any better.
I mean, it is Elmo.
Sayori grabs one first, then Monica. I follow. It's delicious. Sayori walks with her mouth full and already has managed to get icing on her face.
God damn it,
It's all
Peter.
over her face. It's just everywhere. I turn the cupcake around in my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Stop making sneaking glances in my direction, buddy.
Natsuki.
Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet, full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself.
I like the fact that her eyes are pink.
Matches her hair. This is really good. Thank you, Peter.
Why are you thanking me? It's not legal.
Haven't I heard this somewhere before?
Made them for you or anything.
Wow, look, my online. Woo! That's my manager.
Eh, I thought you technically did. Sayori said,
Well, maybe.
why is she so upset about knowing that she made these cupcakes for us?
But not for you, now, dummy, you.
Oh. Cookie. Alright. Cookie.
It's for me.
I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table carrying a tea set.
And by this point, fucking Sayori just covered in icing. Just from head to toe. We don't know how it got there. Just fucking rolling in a pile of cupcakes.
She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray.
You
it's
wait, no,
me.
it's you. Sorry, I was like,
You keep a whole tea set in the classroom?
don't worry, the teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book?
Every time I read, with a hot cup of tea.
I mean,
I feel like actually.
yeah, I do that.
I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. You're just trying to impress you.
That's not.
Insulted. Yuri looks away.
I'm so insulted. I meant that, you know.
I believe you. Thanks, Peter. Well, tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea.
Hey, but I can agree with Sayori over there, just rolling over in that icing.
Whee!
She's like, ooh!
It's like, what is this?
Just
What's
rolling
going
the
on?
fuck around. I'm glad.
Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. I don't like that you're acting all this out. Monica raises an eyebrow and smiles at me. So what you consider the literature club? What made you consider the literature club? Said Monica. I was afraid of this question. Mostly because I don't fucking read.
I can't fucking read.
I can't read. Oh, we missed. Okay. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori really seemed happy here, so, that's okay. Don't be embarrassed.
Why is she just fucking Mike Tyson?
That's fine. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay?
So, let me get this straight. We have Patrick Warburton, Mike
Mike-
Tyson, and Elmo. This is the dream
We just
team
need
right
Shaq.
here. Oh, fuck. Can you do a Shaq voice?
I don't think I can. I don't think I'm Shaq enough.
Gold bond spray.
I know your musket. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Were you a leader of the debate club last year? Aha, well, you know.
We're going on 13 minutes.
Yeah. Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing but the budget and publicity and how to prepare for events.
Publicity?
Publicity. I do much rather take something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. That must be hard to start a new club. You could put that away. You could put
said that completely wrong. That was a completely different sentence.
You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested. Oh wait, wrong point. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. But if it makes school events like festivals that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah.
We'll do our best.
You know it.
Oh God. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls. All interested in the same
Such
goal.
different cup sizes,
Whoa.
all interested in the same man.
Shrek. Monica must have worked really hard just to find these three. Maybe that's why we're all so delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with that level of enthusiasm about literature.
So, Shrek, what kind of things do you like to read?
Swamp literature.
Swamp literature. The rules for my swamp.
My swamp and me. Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Manga. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet.
Not much of a reader, I guess.
Well, that could change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri?
I like hot pornos
Whoa.
on book form.
Whoa, the European kind, the really.
Yeah. Well, let's see.
Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger. Who does that? Stop. It's not a teacup. It doesn't have the same
My
effect.
favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Also, this is hard as well.
Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading.
And
So
excessive
passionate
masturbation.
about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in. But it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people.
But you know, I like a lot of things. Like 10-foot dragon dildos. Stories with deep and psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop?
What? Foreshadowing?
Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror.
I've been reading
A lot of horror lately.
horror.
And I'm a huge horror lately.
I read a horror book once.
I did that once as
It's
well.
called Jugs.
It's a parody of Jaws.
I desperately grasp something I can relate to at the minimum level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock.
Ooh, he's being harsh on himself.
Wow. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For someone as gentle as you.
I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think or takes me to another world, then I can't really put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment.
Wow.
Ugh, I hate horror.
You are a horror.
Oh, why is that? Does it scare you, little girl?
Please don't say that.
Well, I just...
Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second.
Never mind.
That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki?
What? What gives you that idea?
You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called...
Don't say it out loud.
I feel like she's gonna say it out loud.
Same.
Oh,
And give it back.
Fine.
Ooh, she didn't.
Your cupcakes, your poems. Everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayori sidles up to behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders.
Alright, so... Thanks. That doesn't portray that very well.
Nah, it looks like her.
It just looks a little rapey.
I'm not cute.
Natsuki, you write your own poems.
Well, I guess sometimes.
It's kind of like between Stitch and Elmo.
Yeah.
It's a very sad ground.
How do you go? Oh, Hannah, it's family. And family needs no one that's left behind.
Oh, that was cute. I think that's impressive.
Thanks. I
Now
appreciate
you.
that. Yeah, me. I'm Natsuki, remember?
Why don't you share them sometime?
Maybe over a cup of hot tea and a book. We'll roll you around in cupcake ice.
No.
Straight up just like, no. I know.
Natsuki averts her eyes.
You wouldn't like them.
Wow. Ah, not a very confident writer yet.
Well, I got a poem for you. Roads are red, violets are blue. You are gay. The end.
Wow. What a poem.
I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence.
Wow.
The truest form of writing is writing to oneself.
That is deep.
You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities, even showing them the deepest reaches of your heart.
Do you have writing experiences too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel more comfortable enough to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Oh, I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Eh?
Straight up does like the Tim Allen, like,
Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika.
You're Monika. What do you mean?
Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll share them with each other. That way, everyone is even.
I appreciate you keeping the lisp up.
Thank you. Yeah! Let's do it.
She's like way too excited. Like, yeah!
Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Thrick?
Thrick.
Thrick. Monika smiles warmly at me once again.
Monika.
Hold on. There's still one problem. And what's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I've boldly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I wanted to join this sexy club.
I'm joining this sexy club.
Sayori may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But
I'm sorry, I thought...
trick. You all. I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That's it. If writing poems is the price I need to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Right. Okay. I've decided then. I'll join the literature club.
I never want to guess. What if he's just like, I'm not joining this shit. And just
Game
leaves.
over.
That's the end.
Came over. One by one, the girl's eyes light up. You just look like the gopher from the over dramatic gopher.
Dun, dun.
Yeah! I'm so happy.
I must give the wrong person the list.
Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey.
You really did scare me for a moment.
If you really came for the cupcakes, I'd be super pissed.
Oh god. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Ah, thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think with that we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone remember tonight's assignment? Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share.
Fair.
Monica looks over at me once more. Thrick, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah. Can I really impress the class star Peter with my mediocre writing skills? I already feel the anxiety welling up inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey Shrek, since we're already here, do you want me to walk home? Do you want to walk home together? That's right. Sayori and I never walk home together anymore because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yeah.
Alright, and that's where we're gonna call it here.
Yeah.
Alright,
With that,
we're gonna
two of
save
us
quick.
depart the club room and make our way home.
Alright, let's save.
Empty slot.
Alright, now let's return. Alright, we'll see you guys in the next video. We hope you enjoyed this part. See you later, man.